Are the Boston Celtics on the verge of bringing back a familiar face to strengthen their roster? Recent buzz suggests that a former guard, who knows the system and has proven himself in the past, could be making his way back to the TD Garden. With the trade deadline approaching, this could be the move that solidifies our chances for another championship run. If you're a true Celtics fan, you won't want to miss the latest updates. Be sure to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop. The Boston Celtics are entering an intriguing phase as we approach the 2025 NBA trade deadline. It's no secret that the Celtics have one of the most stacked rosters in the league, and as fans, we have every reason to feel optimistic about our chances of going back-to-back. Yet, amidst this stability, whispers about a potential roster tweak have emerged, and they center around a familiar name: Lonnie Walker. Bobby Marks, the front office insider from ESPN, recently dropped some interesting insights on the Celtics Talk podcast. He mentioned that the Celtics might be eyeing Walker, who could be available due to a buyout in his European contract. Walker, you may recall, spent some time with us during the preseason and showed flashes of what he could bring to the team. Marks highlighted that he's been playing exceptionally well in Europe, which raises the question: could he be the insurance policy we need as we head into the playoffs? Walker, at just 26 years old, last graced the NBA court with the Brooklyn Nets, and prior to that, he was part of our camp. It's a bit surprising that after impressing in the preseason, he didn't secure a guaranteed contract and was ultimately waived by the Celtics. He had an outstanding performance against the Toronto Raptors, where he dropped 20 points in just 30 minutes. That's the kind of energy and scoring we could use off the bench, especially in high-stakes playoff situations. Now, let's think about the implications of bringing Walker back. He knows the system, understands the culture, and has already been part of the Celtics family. Integrating a player like him, who can step in without the pressure of high expectations, could be a strategic move to bolster our backcourt depth. Imagine having a versatile guard who can contribute when it matters most. It could be the difference between a strong playoff run and falling short. But here's where it gets personal. As a die-hard Celtics fan, I'm torn. On one hand, the thought of reuniting with a player who has already shown his potential in green is exciting. On the other hand, do we genuinely need another guard? Our current roster has been performing well, and every decision carries weight. You have to ask yourself, was waiving Walker the right call initially? And if we bring him back, are we risking disruption in our chemistry? I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you believe bringing back Lonnie Walker IV is a move that could elevate our chances? Or do you think we're better off sticking with our current lineup? I'm genuinely divided on this one, and I know many of you are too. Share your expectations and frustrations in the comments below. As we look ahead, it's crucial to remember that the Celtics are in a strong position. We've built a solid foundation, and while a minor addition like Walker could provide depth, it's more about how these pieces fit together. The stakes are high, and every decision counts as we aim for another deep playoff run. So, what do you think? Should we roll the dice on Walker? Or do we have enough firepower as is? I want to hear every single opinion, so don't hold back. Let's keep this conversation going and dive into what could be a pivotal moment for our season. The Boston Celtics are gearing up for a significant matchup against the Orlando Magic, but there's uncertainty looming as we await news on Sam Hauser. He's been sidelined with that pesky lower back injury and could miss his third consecutive game. Hauser has openly discussed how these back problems are an ongoing issue for him, and it's clear he's going to need to take his time to manage this throughout the season. His absence is felt deeply. Hauser is not just any forward. He's a versatile piece that the Celtics rely on for spacing and shooting from deep. With his ability to stretch the floor, he opens up opportunities for stars like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to thrive offensively. Currently, he's having a fantastic season, averaging 8.6 points and 3.5 rebounds per game. You can see how he fits seamlessly into both of our rotation units, providing stability and allowing Coach Joe Mazzulla to maintain a strong supporting cast on the floor at all times. This is a critical point in the season, and while the Celtics sit comfortably in second place in the Eastern Conference, the urgency for Hauser's return grows. We just split games against the Bulls, which is not the momentum we want heading into a crucial stretch. He's listed as questionable for Monday's game, but the uncertainty is palpable. On a brighter note, Kristaps Porzingis is completely off the injury report. After previously exiting a game against the Washington Wizards, Due to a right heel issue, and being listed as questionable for the matchup against the Bulls, it's reassuring to see him ready to go against the Magic. Porzingis is a game changer for us, and his presence on the court can't be overstated. Looking over at Orlando, they're dealing with their own challenges. The announcement that backup center Moritz Wagner is out for the season due to an ACL injury is a significant blow for the Magic. Wagner has been averaging 12.9 points and 4.9 rebounds, and losing him at this stage is tough for a team that's currently sitting at the number 4 seed in the East. So, how does this all impact the Celtics? Well, the absence of Hauser could lead to some adjustments in our strategy. We might need to lean more heavily on other players to step up and fill that void. The chemistry of our offense, which thrives on ball movement and spacing, will be tested. Can we maintain that flow without Hauser's sharpshooting? It's a question that weighs heavily on my mind as we head into this game. I can't help but feel a bit divided about the situation. On one hand, I understand the need to be cautious with Hauser's injury. On the other, I worry about how his absence could affect our playoff positioning. What do you think? Is patience the right call here? Or should we be pushing harder for him to return? I genuinely want to hear your thoughts on this. As fans, we're all in this together, and our opinions matter. The decisions made now will impact not just our current standings, but the future of this team and our championship aspirations. The Celtics have the talent to contend, but we need everyone healthy and contributing to realize that potential. So, I urge you all to weigh in on this. What are your expectations for the upcoming game against the Magic? Are you anxious about Hauser's situation, or do you feel confident in the team's ability to adapt? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going. And remember, if you enjoyed this update and want to stay in the loop with everything Celtics, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any essential updates as we navigate through the season. We're in this for the long haul, and every bit of support counts. Let's keep the Celtics spirit alive.